Hi folks, welcome back to my channel, and I am... Alright, so once again, I am late to the party, and everything. So I am reaching, I believe this is, let me look at my, thing here, because I just... Okay. 3 months. Wow, 3 months I have had my Kindle Basic, and I kind of updated the back a little bit. Just took a single sticker off that I just didn't want anymore. So like, I actually used a alcoholic wipe, and I wiped the front of it off because I'm doing this every month. Just wipe off my Kindle. Alright, so I have had this device for 3 months now, and I will tell you, this is the best little e-reader that Amazon ever made. So, for people that don't know, you're new to my channel, you may not know the history of why I had this, or why I bought this, was 3 months ago, I decided to get another Kindle for the purpose of replacing the Kindle Paperwhite. This was in the jade color. This was a refurbished Kindle, which I won't be honest, guys, don't ever buy refurbished Kindles. Don't ever buy them. Because you're going to find yourself with a device that may or may not last you even a year. My refurbished didn't last me 3 months before I had to get another Kindle because it just wasn't working. So, as somebody who wanted to read primarily like library books, I would borrow a library book from, from Libby. And I would do the stuff that people do. People go on Libby, they go and find the book they want to read, they check it out, it's supposed to pop up on your Kindle. It wasn't doing that. It was not popping up on my Kindle. So I knew there was a problem. I was like, okay, I got this library book from the library. Why is it not popping up on my Kindle? So I decided to get the Basic. This is like the cheapest Kindle you can buy. This is entry level Kindle. It doesn't have the waterproofing and all that stuff you get with a Paperwhite. But if you are really if you're one of those people that your older Kindles no longer work, and you're really strapped for cash, and you turn your old Kindle in, and you get a discount, and then you get this, you're spending a lot less than you would. But I wanted something that was small, compact, and I could literally take it anywhere. Now, because I don't actually, since I don't read in my bathtub, or I don't have a beach to go to, this really isn't a big deal. But push comes to shove, if it's pouring down rain, I'll always take my Kobo. But talking about this device, 3 months into it, I will say, for somebody with wrist issues, and this comes from me shaking French fries, this is perfect. I love the dark mode on this. The dark mode feels a lot darker, and a lot of more it just feels like you're looking up at a night sky without stars. And of course, it has my Kindle Unlimited books. I actually chose 15 books that I was going to read this month, and I'm now down to 14 because I did finish one. And I will have another book finished, which is this one right here. Yeah. So, but the thing about it is, there's no Kindle Unlimited on here because this was a totally free book. This was a totally free book, so I'm very happy about it. But this is absolutely lightweight. I love everything about it. I think this is a great deal if you don't have a lot of money to spend, but you want to buy an e-reader. And now, I will say this, that one of my biggest concerns is trying to take it out of the case, so I'm leaving it in the case. Just so that it will last me a long time, because this is like pretty thick plastic. And there was actually a woman on YouTube that actually tried to take hers out of the case, and the big crack formed on it. And I'm like, oh no. No. So, word of warning, when you buy one of these, make sure the case that you get is something you can see yourself using in the next, like, 5-10 years. You know, I got this case because it was like no frills. It didn't have the plastic back to it. It just felt like it was going to make my Kindle a lot more sturdier and a lot more rock solid than if I had one of those cheap, like, plastic cases. This was like, they had a deal on this. This was like $25, but it's like rigid and it's strong, and I love it. I absolutely love it. I don't need a pop socket for it because it's literally it's like, it's small enough to where I can actually use it. And you open it up and it turns on. If you turn this off and then you go and like close it and then open it, it automatically turns on. That's really like the only thing I can say I don't like about it, but I guess is what happens when you buy a true sleep and wake case. But I liked it. I like it because it's like magnetic, and it was the same color as the Kindle, so I don't miss out on the color of the casing. And unlike the Paperwhite, it's not black in the front. The color continues. All right. All right. So one of the big things that people that leave Kindle and they go to Kobo, they don't like about Kindles is that you have, like, this part is you and this part is them, and you can look at books you may want to buy, which is always based on books that you have already acquired or you've borrowed. One of the things that I like about the Kindle, just like I like about the Kobo, is that their service allows you to read tons and tons of books. The only thing that I don't like about Kindle Unlimited is that it is limited to 20 books. So I have the Anarchist Cookbook that I borrowed from the library, and I could easily get it on Kindle Unlimited if I feel like, I'm not going to get the book finished in time. So if you have a Kindle period and you don't want to spend money on books, you don't want to buy books, you just want to borrow them and then send them back to, Amazon or to the library, then you can get Kindle Unlimited, read the books you want to read, return them, and you're not really using up space. I'll get some lotion tomorrow. But yeah, you are good. Unfortunately for me, I do happen to like to buy books or to acquire books to read them anytime I want. But I do like Kindle Limited because of that ability. But yeah, all of this is them. Then you hit, hold on a second. Okay. Alright, okay. And then you can, like it says here, inspired by your Goodreads shelves. You can hit that. And yeah. And then here it is. So at nighttime, I turn on the dark mode, but I have the brightness up as much as possible. I'm currently at 93% of my battery. You can just scroll, and you can just see, oh, what kind of books do I want to read, and yeah. So I like that a lot. And then I can go to my list, which is really cool. And it says here, my wish list. I don't, that's not it. Let's see here. TBR. Okay, so I have 112 items on my TBR. This is not my, like books I've not yet read. These are books that I put on here from the Amazon website to say, oh, okay, I'm going to, and then it's like read now, it means it's on Kindle Unlimited. So, this is, this is really great if you want to, this is Murder Most Bookish, so we're actually going to leave that. And I think that I have Murder Most Bookish. Let's see here. Here. Scroll down. Yeah, I have Murder Most Bookish. So I can go back to my home page, and then I can do my list, TBR, and I could scroll down to Murder Most Bookish. There. I can hit remove, and it'll remove it from my TBR. So, right. So, back to the library. There it is. It's still on there because it's my TBR, it's my list, it's not. But then, I have another book. Our list. Yeah, this is, I'll tell you something. Kindles, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love my Kobo, I really do. But Kindles are so much fun. So, just do this. Remove. 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 Alright. Here. These are all my Mystery of Max books that I've not yet done that. This is the Wizard Cat Royal Assassin. So if it's not on Kindle Limited, it'll just say buy now. I have no desire to buy right away because I definitely want to be reading all of my Kindle Unlimited books. So yeah, I mean, you don't have to like buy them. It's just like, okay, you know, it's available. So one of the things you can do for people that are new to Kindles in general, or yes, you might not be, is that they'll have like a little picture right here. And that is what you're reading currently. But in the 3 months I've had this device, I absolutely have had a blast using it. As I said, I got it for various different reasons. One of the big ones was that I wanted something that was compact. I had the Kobo Clara BW, loved that device. I still have it. I love that device. I also have the Nook Low Life 4. So I was really into, these really small e-readers that could give me the portability that I really wanted. And also, if I'm at work and we're dead, I can just pull this out and open it, and I can immediately start reading whatever book that I'm currently reading. So it is great in that sense of I can do it that way. But the only downside to this particular case is that unless I have this device totally off, it is still going to drain the battery from my device, which is not something that I really happen to like. I'm not really a fan of that and everything, but I really am a fan of having a device that is very affordable, that does everything that Amazon says the device is supposed to do. It took me some time to realize that one of the features that is not in the Kindle Basic is automatically, like, it doesn't happen all the time. Like, if I've had this device off for a couple of days and I've been reading on my Color Soft or my Paperwhite, when I go to turn it on, the books that I downloaded are already there. So that's really great. I love that. But all in all, if you want a device that will last you as long as you don't expose it to water, this is a great device. This is a device for people that don't have a lot of money, that they want something that will allow them to read their Kindle Unlimited books, that is distraction free, which is a big deal. Like, I remember reading an article that came out, I think shortly after Toy Story 5 came out, talking about how the movie addressed a fear that is definitely the parents' own creation, because you don't have to get in a car and drive to Best Buy and get an iPad. You choose to go in the car and drive to Best Buy to get the iPad for your kid. But it was talking about screen time and how screen time, I'm talking about iPads, phones, I'm not talking about Kindles, but that they are literally turning these children into monsters, which they are. They are doing that. But I discovered, weirdly enough, it is not just the children that are being turned into monsters. It is elderly folk that are being turned into iPad monsters. And one of the biggest complaints that people have about, oh, you want to limit screen time, and oh, that's a violation of the First Amendment, whatever. And I'm thinking, oh, okay, so children misbehaving because an iPad was taken away from them and brutalizing a store is covered under the First Amendment? I don't think so. So, anyways, so these devices are a good idea if you don't want your kid to become an iPad zombie. So, as I said, 3 months I've had this device. It has been an amazing experience. And yes, I know you don't own the books. Nobody has to tell me. I live with a tech brother. He told me a long time ago, you don't own them, but you don't own it. But so far, I have not had books taken off of my device. If they have vanished, it's because of me. I did it. So, anyways, that is my video. Sorry about this. I really do apologize. But, yeah. Anyways, so, anything else? Oh, yes, one more thing. So, the downside to these devices is one thing. So, I have alright. So this is the cover of the book that I am currently reading. I am halfway through this book. I had to pay $20 2 months ago, 2 months ago, to have the ad taken off because if I was going to an event, I did not want people to know what I was reading. Alright? I didn't want them to know what I was reading. So I spent the $20 to get the ads taken off. And I will tell you, it was worth the money that I spent on getting them taken off. So I spent about $118 for this device. The money for the device and the $20. Yeah, the $20 that I spent on having the ads removed. I am never, ever going to get rid of this device. I absolutely love it. And it's definitely worth the money that I spent on it because I've had this for 3 months, as I said before, and I've got nothing but pure enjoyment out of it. And I love the fact that I can do the folders and I can transfer books over that I really want to focus on reading and everything. So, anyways, yeah. Anyways, that's it. That is my video, and thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.